Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with myself and my good buddy and sidekick, Mr. Brooke Schneider. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Good to be here.
I have got a lot of information to put out today, and so bear with us. And some very big news breaking in Thailand that's gonna make a lot of retirees happy, very happy. So before I get into all the news and everything, I would like to wish our condolences. One of our subscribers passed away on Sunday, and it was all of a sudden. He was a type 2 diabetic, and apparently his sugar levels spiked and got out of control. I don't know how or why or what caused it. Still learning as things go on, but he passed away Sunday night. And, I just wanted to, wish my condolences to everybody that knew him. And his name was
Dave Geyser.
Dave Geyser.
Good guy.
Very nice guy. Spent a lot of time with him over the year that I've known him. And sadly, age and medical things catch up with all of us. And, as the channel keeps growing and growing and growing, we're very close to hitting 19,000 subscribers on the channel. So, we're going to get a lot more people here. We're over 400 now. And, when it grows to over 1,000 people here, there's going to be every year somebody is sadly going to be leaving us, as we get older. So to all those that knew Dave Geyser, my thoughts, my prayers, he was a good guy, a good friend, are with all of you and his family.
Seemed to be quite happy.
Yeah, he was very happy.
He was here at the pool early on after he had got here. Met a bunch of the guys at the group and came swimming.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, for those of you who never met him, only had they get an artificial leg. And I remember he says, "Yeah, I'm coming in swimming, and I'm in the pool." And I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, well, I don't know how this is going to work." He takes his leg up, "Here, hold my leg while I get in." And he was laughing.
Yeah,
he was that type of guy.
Yeah.
And,
he had
he
a good
did
sense
fine.
of humor.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And, good guy. Well, he'll be missed.
He will. And moving on along, last night we had the meet and greet.
We did.
Fraser's, very good turnout. Goodbye, honey. Have a good workout. She's going to the gym. Darlene there you go. I'll get you while she's running out. Wave, babe, wave.
Wave,
No,
wave.
But no, we had a good night at the Fraser's. Very good turnout last night. A lot of people came, and a lot of new faces.
Always new faces, and always quite a few of the regulars.
Yeah,
come every month. I think a lot of it's, hey, they just renew their ties after a month of being away on their own.
So. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's get into the big news Cooper is talking about. What the heck are you talking about, Cooper? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, about a year ago, a lot of expats in Thailand got scared because there was an amendment to a law in Thailand that said if you're bringing in money into the country, you're liable for taxation. And it made a lot of people upset in the expat community here in Thailand. Well, it's just been reported they're about to do a U-turn on it all. And this news just came out 3 days ago. It came out just after I did our last live stream. So I'm updating you today on what that news is saying. So what they're saying is that they're going to making amendment to it. So therefore, there's no necessary vote in government for this to happen. That it's not required. It only has to have a royal decree to happen. And what they're saying now is the reason for this change is because a lot of Thai people weren't bringing their money back into Thailand because they were feared they're going to get double taxation on it. And the money that the Thais are bringing in from investing and having businesses overseas really helped the economy. Well, when they brought in this this new amendment to the law, well, it's not a new amendment. It was a sort of cancellation of the old one. And when they brought it in, the Thais were like, I'm not bringing my money in. I'm paying tax overseas. I'm not paying tax twice. And it's hurt the Thai economy. So Thailand often does things and sees how they play out and then often does a reversal on it. It's like, okay, we'll try this. Okay, that didn't work. We'll go back to the old way, And so what this revision is they're saying whatever income that you've earned during the year, you can bring it in to Thailand on the year you earned it or the subsequent year. So if you earned money this year, you can bring it in this year or next year. But if you bring it in the year after that, what you're earning today, you could be liable for tax on it. Okay. So that is absolutely fantastic news for those in savers, those that are on income, and sort of semi-retired, and maybe renting out houses, that they own or apartments or whatever to supplement their life here in Thailand, providing they're bringing that income in the year or the subsequent year that they earned it, zero tax. And when is this going to go in effect, Cooper? I hear you say, well, the consensus is it's going to have a royal decree in the next couple of weeks. So next month. Fantastic news.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic news. Because we know people that have left Thailand fearing of a double taxation. One of them went to the Philippines, says, I'm not going to get taxed twice. Good friend of ours, mine and yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much
ado about nothing.
Yeah. And we told them so. This ain't going to happen. They've never taxed an expat here, a foreigner, a retiree. Don't worry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And, some people were like, well, I don't think so, and, I'm not going to take my chances and left.
Well, they must have had quite a few. Well, not quite a few. They had obviously people report to them, hey, I'm leaving because of this or because of that. It was lack of clarity.
Exactly.
And so when you don't have certainty, there's a segment of the population that'll say, well, I'm not, just in case, I'm getting the heck out of Dodge. But, again, I think it's much ado about nothing. Sure, they're looking towards the Thais. And actually, it's a good thing with the Thais to bring the money back in. It'll help the local economy. So they weren't doing it before. Hopefully this will give them, 2-year window, say, to bring it back in and go from there. But as far as expats, I don't like, with tourism down as much as it is, the last thing they're going to do is make things harder for expats to live here.
Yes.
So you guys out there watching the channel, don't get caught up in all the FUD about taxing your income in Thailand. I mean, if you own a condo here and you're renting it out, theoretically, you should pay tax in Thailand. That's income earned in Thailand. If you're working in Thailand, yes, you should be paying tax in Thailand on those earnings, but strictly on those earnings. Well, I don't know anybody working here, as a retiree,
you can't work.
You can't work.
No.
So, and sure, renting out a condo, some maybe do, but good luck.
But if you're renting out a condo in Thailand, it's only a 5% tax.
Okay, so
that's all you pay.
Yeah.
If you got a tenant in there, it's 5%.
Bingo.
not a lot at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, I don't see any of these changes making. Maybe they've clarified it. We'll see when the final decree, I guess, is made. But maybe it's just clarification, because I don't see any changes that affect expats. I wasn't concerned about bringing any income in, nor should you.
No.
And nor should any of the people watching this video.
Yeah.
Thailand's a great place to retire to, and they're gonna, if anything, incentivize retirees to move here. And having no taxation on your income you're bringing in, basically is probably pensions anyways, for the most part. Retirement savings for the most part, you're not going to have to worry about that.
No, I think it's fantastic news. It brings the clarification that a lot of expats have been waiting for, because a lot of people over the last year on our live streams are saying, Cooper, is there any news that, I don't want to come to Thailand because I'm afraid that they're going to tax me, and all this, what's going on with this. And I've said in every single instant that it was brought up during our live streams, not one expat retiree has been taxed. As soon as it happens, believe me, it'd be all over social media. It'd be the biggest thing. And all these YouTubers that you've been watching, they got these clickbait videos, are only doing it to get the views. And they'll be sitting down with accountants or a certain law firm that, all they were doing is they're plugging their own company, trying to get people in, that are afraid this may happen,
Clickbait.
So it's clickbait, and the YouTuber probably gets a commission from that company, from everybody that comes from your channel. Guess what? We'll give you 5%, so that's why the YouTubers do it. It's business for them. Here on Coopersthaiadventures, we don't do that. Never have, never will. And we'll just report only the truth. And we'll tell you, boots on ground, nobody's getting it. Believe me, there's a huge expat community here in Pattaya. There's hundreds of thousands of foreigners here. If just one got taxed, we would know about it instantly. Because it's a big community.
In 3 years, into our third year here, I have never come across any expat and from all over the world, that's even been number one concern. More importantly, never filed tax.
Yeah.
No one I've ever met has a tax number.
And it's not a requirement.
And yeah, exactly. So yeah, much ado about nothing. Clickbait for the most part, these YouTubers that are,
Yeah.
But anyways, stay tuned to Coopersthaiadventure for the actual news.
And as soon as that comes out in the Royal Thai Gazette, I will read it live on air for you. I'll actually put it up right. I'll move our pictures to one side and I'll put it up. I can do all that. And you guys can read it verbatim, exactly what it says. And, we'll all come to the same interpretation of it.
Isn't life great here?
Yep. I will do it live.
We had fun last night.
Yeah. If it comes out on a Tuesday or a Friday and we don't normally have a live stream, I will make a special live stream and put it out live for everybody. That's my promise to you. Yeah, I'll keep you up to date once this royal decree comes out in the next couple of weeks. So it's expected next month.
The only people that had more fun than us last night was
the girls.
The girls.
They had a blast. And we had quite a lot of new people turn up.
Yep.
Several couples turned up. So a couple new Filipinas as well with their men turned up as well, and they were having a blast.
And new expats with their Thai girlfriends.
And
they were all
some with their
together.
American wives.
Yeah, and some
I met a lovely couple last night. They met in the U.S. Navy.
Oh, good. Well,
yeah, and been married ever since. They moved over here and they moved to Bangkok. They wanted to come down here for the meet and greet and just say, thank you, Cooper. We wouldn't have been able to be here if it wasn't for your channel.
Yeah.
And that
even
brings
from Hua Hin, they were there. Bangkok, Hua Hin.
All over they came. Yeah. And it was great. And towards the end of the night, I was sitting with Dennis L. He came and sat with me. And he said something to me, and it sort of touched me a bit. He said, Cooper, do you ever take a look back at what your channel has actually accomplished? He said, look at all the people here because of you. You know, look at all the happy people. You brought a community together. He said, I never thought you would succeed. He said, but you have. He said, because it only takes one bad apple to ruin a bunch. And he says, you haven't had it. He said, all the people are good people. He says, all the people that join your community are friendly and giving out advice to each other. He said, we're helping each other. We're looking after each other's back. And he said, that's all because of you.
Well, last night, the one guy,
I was like, wow, no, I don't actually ever take a look back like that. You know, when people come to my meet and greet, I go up and I introduce, they introduce themselves to me, and I have a conversation with them for a few minutes, get to know them a little bit. And then I introduce them to everybody else. You know, I'll take them around the table, say, hey, you know, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. And I introduce them to everybody that's there. And that's what I do every meet and greet. And you get to sit there and have a few beers with the guys, laugh and joke. Cooper's busy going around back and forth. But I absolutely love it.
I did my rounds.
Did you?
Yes, I met everybody. Thanked them for coming. So yeah, don't be spreading FUD. Okay. But no, I was talking to a guy last night in private. He said to me, he says, you know, Brooke, we were seriously looking at the Philippines until we came across Coop's channel. And the more we watched, we said, I think, honey, we better look at Thailand. And sure enough, I said, well, you made the right choice there.
Yeah. So yeah, excellent night. Excellent night. So thank you to everybody who came, the regulars and the new people. You know, you guys made it happen. You know, I just gave you a doorway to walk through, and you guys took the big step and walked through the doorway, and everybody's enjoying it, and I love that.
It was great to see the skipper there last night.
And the skipper was there. I got him the hat. I got him the hat, and I took a picture, folks. I want to show it to you guys because I kept saying that he looks like the skipper from Gilligan's Island. And I actually took a picture of him last night, and I'd love to show it to you folks. Me and him together. There you go. Now, does he look like the skipper from Gilligan's Island or what?
Actually, that looks like Gilligan with him.
Yeah, I could be Gilligan. Gilligan was a skinny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic night.
Yeah, good night.
Fantastic night. Brooke, are you talking with a little bit of a lisp there, buddy?
No.
I can hear it.
Well, you deaf then.
What's changed?
Nothing.
Smile. Hey, he's got his teeth. He's got his new teeth. Congratulations, Brooke.
Much ado
they
about
look
nothing.
Great.
Thank you.
They look amazing. They look like me.
Yeah. Only mine are a hell of a lot less than yours.
Is that the one? Okay, let's get on with the show and see who we got online. And go ahead and throw your comments in, your questions, and we'll read them out live on air. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. It's free for subscribers. Wait 60 seconds. That's it. We put it on the bare minimum settings to keep all the bots and bad people out on the channel.
Who's going to be first? Comment. I want.
It's got to be him.
Food. Tony Montana.
Yeah.
Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Jack. You know the gang. Fantastic night at Fraser's meetup. Thank you all that came along.
Yes, it was. And thank you, Tony.
Jim Collis. Hey, guys. On Bangkok Post, it's been reported that foreigners' Bangkok bank accounts will be closed unless long-term visas are held. Have you any information on this, please?
Not at the moment, Jim. We have no information about it. We did see your comment come up before the live stream started, and we did a quick search, and nothing. We came up with a blank. So what has happened, Jim, is they went after one of the banks here in Pattaya because they were opening Thai bank accounts for Chinese, illegal Chinese, and it looks like there's going to be a big scandal involved with it. So last night when I was talking to Dennis L., he got a message from Singh, who I promote on the channel. He's our favorite agent out here for visas. And Singh had sent him a message last week saying you need to go to Bangkok Bank and update your bank account. Okay. And Singh is one that he looks after his customers even when he's finished with you. you know, and got your retirement visa. He will still give you updates if anything happens. And that's what I love about Sing. I don't know any other agent that actually does that.
No.
And I've never had any feedback that other agents do it, but Sing does. You know, he keeps his all his customers on the Line app on the cell phone, and the bank will notify him because Sing set up the bank for him. You know, hey, one of your customers, you know, Mr. Dennis L, you know, he needs to update his bank account. You know, we need to know that he's still on a retirement visa. He's still living here in Thailand. His address is still the same, whatever. He had to go do that. And he told me he went down, did that at the bank. Very, very quick process.
All done. Good.
But he had moved since he initially opened his, got his retirement visa and got his bank account to a different condominium complex. And he had to update that with them on the system. He said it was very quick and easy.
Maybe that necessitated.
Yeah. But I haven't heard anything on that, Jim. And so right now I'm going to take it as a bit of a rumor. I will be speaking to Sing later on today and find out if there is any truth in that. There has been a hold on people opening bank accounts right now for retirement visas for 1 week, they're saying.
Okay.
Due to this problem with the Chinese. So once I get squared away, they'll be back up and running.
Probably more updates by Saturday's.
Yeah, he's expecting it to be all back to normal this week.
Okay, and you'll have contact with Sing before Saturday. So
yeah,
there'll be more on Saturday.
So we'll definitely have an update for you guys.
Nomad Jack, good morning, CBD and gang. Had a great time at the meet and greet last night.
Yes. Yeah, and thank you for coming along, Jack. And thank you for being a channel member, having the badge next to your name, supporting the channel for only $2 a month. Much appreciated for you and 808 Bear and everybody else with the badge.
808 Bear, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Bear.
Roger Walker, good morning, good evening, everyone.
Roger, good morning to you, Dodger. Roger.
Nomad Jack, I think retirement visa is needed for a bank account anyways.
It is. But like I said, they put a hold on it for 1 week while they dig deep into the files of this bank and see how many they've done for these illegal Chinese.
I think it's a lot to do with that scam that was coming through Burma, Myanmar, and, you know,
money laundering,
call centers and scamming Thais and whoever. But and part of it was through these fake bank accounts they were opening in Thailand. And and I think, didn't they catch somebody working at the banks that were doing this illegally?
Yes,
so,
they did. Yeah.
You know, hey, I would want to be in their shoes.
Yeah.
So they're cracking down. Stinking Rocket. Cooper, you were traveling when I finally got to Pattaya. Sorry, I missed you guys.
It's okay. Next time, buddy. Yeah. We do like traveling. And hence the name of the channel, Coopersthaiadventure. It's an adventure. Every day's an adventure in Thailand. And we love traveling. And that was my passion when I retired here in Thailand. I wanted to travel the world. Now I'm no longer working full-time. I've taken a back seat on YouTube. I'm not going out making videos every day. I want to see more and more and more. You know, as far as we know, we only have one life. And, you know, there's so many places that are on my bucket list I'd really like to go to.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
You keep doing that because I'm able to check off my bucket list from your reports.
Oh, Cooper don't like that place. Okay, yeah. I'm not going there. Oh, he said that was fantastic. Okay, make that on the list. Yeah, we want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Jalix, hit the like, folks. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that's
my wife does all the hard work for this channel and the Facebook group. She welcomes all the new members. Every time we get a group of new members join the Facebook group, she's always on there welcoming them by name.
Good.
And, you know, that takes up a lot of her time, you know, and the videos, the editing, the thumbnails, all that. Couldn't done it without her. So give a thumbs up for my wife. That's all we ask on the channel.
Philip Hunt, good morning, CBDJ. Great meetup last night. Yes, I am slowly remembering everyone's name.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we saw you, Philip. And great to see you again last night, buddy. And thank you for being a channel member and a channel supporter by having the badge next to your name, both you and Roger.
Roger Carpenter. Good morning, CBD and gang. Have a great day. Only 4 days to go. Hallelujah.
Not long now. You're a short timer, Roger.
Who's counting?
Nobody except for Roger. We'll see you soon, buddy.
He's coming over in 4 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Scotty Richmond from California. Hey, hello, CBD and everyone else watching. Greetings from California. Retirement starts in 5 days. Wow. I don't know if that means he's coming in 5 days or he's quitting his job. Maybe
That's the last day of work. 5 more days.
5 more days of work. And then Scotty will be planning the arrival date.
Exactly. See you soon, Scotty.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the pool one of these days, Scotty.
Yeah.
Jim Collis at Nomad Jack. No, not needed for me last year. Got on the tourist visa. Used an agent, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley. Hi, all from the sunny Sunshine State, probably Florida.
Yeah. And hello, Richard. Thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name.
Alfa Romeo. That name rings a bell.
Yeah.
Stony Creek, I think. Hello, everyone. Rest in peace, Davey. Yes.
Yeah. And Dave was fulfilling his dream.
Yeah.
He wanted to retire in Thailand. He got here. He did it. He was here for a year. And so respect to Dave.
He was on the scooter ride with us to Banks Ray the first time we went down.
He was.
Yeah.
Even with one leg, he was
Even
still
with one
able.
leg,
He still wanted to do it, and he did it. Nothing stopped him.
He was always smiling. I know he was a happy camper.
Yep. Yeah. He will be missed.
Captain Action. Hit that like button. Make Darlene smile.
Yes, please.
Found it.
And thank you, Captain Action, for being a channel member.
Yep. Aussie T. Val Dave.
Vale Dave. Yes. He will be missed.
Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper.
Good morning to you, Mikey. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
808 Bear. Rest in peace, Dave. Was he retired in Pattaya? Yes.
Yeah, he lived just over there on in Jomtien.
Yeah.
So he made it. He did what he said he was going to do. He came out here and retired.
Yeah, probably over a year anyways. Yeah.
Really nice guy.
Live and learn with Mike. Good morning, DJ Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Good morning, Mike. Rodney. Hello, Coop, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie.
Hello, Rodney. And thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name, too.
Richard Woolley. If you have Bitcoin, you wouldn't have that money moving problem. Correct.
Yeah. Because Bitcoin, you can move anywhere.
Yep.
And they came out with news in regard to Bitcoin, Richard, that you can now use Bitcoin in Pattaya to buy basic goods.
Actually,
not in Pattaya, Phuket, sorry.
I think it was any crypto, believe it or not. So if the place will accept crypto, for example, Solana, you can use that, or Bitcoin,
XRP,
obviously.
whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
So great news there.
So they're getting more progressive, I think, is the point here in Thailand with crypto. Bingo. Ford Dog, good morning, Mr. Coop, Mr. Schneider, and all in the chat from West Virginia.
And hello, Mr. Ford. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Alpha says no taxes for expats.
That's the latest huge news.
Alpha follows things pretty damn close in Thailand.
Yeah, so he does.
He probably was aware before even we were. Ernie Jones says, good morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke. I had a great time at the meet and greet last night. Met a lot of like-minded folks. Thanks for everything.
And thank you, Ernie. It was a pleasure to have you with us. And you're our neighbor now. You moved in the complex directly next door to ours. So welcome. And come to all the meet and greets, because you'll meet up with all the regulars. It's a great time to meet up with all the people that live here and, like to come to every meet and greet, because they're, they live in different areas, and it's great to catch up.
Ernie's from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yep. Cheers for the Thunder.
Yeah.
Robert Nutt. Good morning, CBD. Landed Friday, then hotel, now at condo across the street. Talking probably just at one there.
Yeah.
Getting visa stuff taken care of, and then we'll look forward to hanging out with y'all.
Well done, Robert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done to you, buddy.
Mike, good morning, guys. Nice chiclets, Brooke. Looking good.
That's what you put in your mouth, chiclets.
Chiclets, yeah. Stuck them in.
Remember the chiclet gums?
You know what Jackie said?
What's that?
Honey, you look a lot younger.
Really?
Good.
Was that before or after you took your clothes off?
Excuse me. It was at the meet and greet.
Then all the wrinkles come out.
Next, please. Steve Dice, do you think expat YouTube revenue will be taxed?
If you register your YouTube channel, Steve, in Thailand, then yes, you will pay Thai taxes on your YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is registered in the US, and I get hammered 40% tax. If it was registered here in Thailand, it'd only be 10%.
You sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, completely sure. So that's the difference, 30%.
So
Americans, they get you wherever you go.
If you already have a channel and you're coming here, you've obviously registered somewhere else. So that would only apply to people that are here and, oh, I'm going to open a YouTube channel in Thailand. So then, okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, and if they open a YouTube channel in Thailand and they're not from the US, they just pay Thai taxes. But YouTube takes it out automatically. You don't even see it, Steve.
Yeah.
So they just send you the balance into your bank account.
I think, YouTube takes all the money they can from you.
But America, no matter where you are on the planet, if you're making money, you're paying tax.
Yeah. Alfa Romeo, Brooke, Oilers 1, Dallas 0, end of the first. Go Oilers.
Well done.
Jeff Trio, hi guys. I was wondering when you use the bot bus and you have a friend with you, do you pay for them also or just 10 baht? Well, everyone's got to pay.
Every seat's got to pay.
Yeah.
Whoever's on there. So if there's 2 people on there, 2 people have to pay 10 baht each.
Either if she's with you, I'm assuming it's a lady, you'd pay for it. And
if
she's not with you or he isn't, then he pays his own, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 10 baht, what's that? 33 US cents thereabouts.
Oh yeah, cheapest chip.
You're not going to get on a bus anywhere in America for 33 cents.
No.
That wouldn't even take you to the next stop.
Yeah. 808 Bear, Vietnam, I've seen recently are showing interest in taking Thailand's expat. Competition may be good for Thailand to get their laws settled. I totally agree with that.
I do.
Yeah.
And that's why they're looking into a 10-year tourist visa, because Vietnam did the 10-year golden visa, and boy, did it get a lot of traction.
I've heard they had the highest tourism increase in their history in Vietnam.
I've heard
where Thailand has actually plummeted this last year. So one's going way up and one's going way down. So the Thai government will see that and they're going to say, hey, hold it, we got to do something here. Exactly. So I think things are going to get a lot more progressive for the expats to come here.
I do.
Easier.
Yeah, definitely.
Philip Hunt at Jeff, a bot bus is 10 baht per person, correct?
Yeah, and it's been that way for 20 years. It's not gone up 1 baht in 20 years.
No inflation there, guys.
Yeah.
Terry Fallen, hello, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene. Great to see you, and hello to all on the live stream.
Hello, Terry, and thank you for being a channel member and having a badge next to your name. I like to give people a shout out and thank you. Let them know I appreciate it.
808 Bear, the photo spot on for the captain. Yes,
see, I've been saying Bigster is his name on YouTube.
Yeah,
you'll see him. He's wearing a Halloween costume with a fake mustache and eyebrows. And people are like, I don't see the resemblance, Cooper. I don't see the resemblance. But when you see him in real, with that smile and that hat on, that is the spitting image of him.
You brought him over last night, and I'm not facing him, and
with the hat on.
Brooke, someone here to meet you, and I turn around. You'd swear you were looking at the skipper.
I know,
because I like that Gilligan's.
I do.
watch that every day.
It was one of my favorite
was a
shows.
dead ringer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and the hat. Well, that gave it away.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good. It was funny.
Yeah.
808 Bear, I was looking at Brooke and thinking he looked a little different, but I couldn't work out what it was. Nice chiclets.
Nice chiclets. I think they look great. How they feel?
Good. It'll take a little bit to get used to it. It was just, yesterday afternoon I got him. So. But yeah, good guy.
Okay to eat with? Any difficulty?
No problem
eating?
So far.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only been 18 hours. So.
Yeah. Well, you've had a couple meals in there.
Yeah. Now, the big thing is there's no pain.
No.
No rubbing, no nothing like that. They're a good fit. So
well done.
Rodney says, Coop, I was going to the Philippines before I came to your channel almost 2 years ago. Good.
And
good
you were telling me you heard that from somebody last night too.
Yes. Yeah.
What they
And they'll
say?
say it in private. They,
Yeah.
you know, they make sure that well, because of the channel,
Mm,
they were seriously researching the Philippines.
right.
And then they found our channel as part of the research, I suppose.
Hmm.
And the more they watched the channel, they started to get, I think, a good feeling, good vibe about Thailand
Hmm.
and tickle pink now. You know,
Yeah.
we've had a lot of people come from
The Philippines to
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And
So,
they're living here
yeah.
now and they're tickle pink. And
Yeah.
I mean, I got friends over in the Philippines and, you know, he had to go back.
Mm.
You know, he had to go back. He had a car to sell and a business to, you know, liquidate or whatever. And the comedy says, "Oh, I can't wait to get back.
Yeah.
You know, I hate this place." I shouldn't say that. The
Yeah.
people are great there in the Philippines.
I love the people.
Yeah.
It's just the red tape kills
Yeah,
it
and
for
the
me.
infrastructure's not as good.
Yeah.
And yeah. Johnny Pulo, Southside Johnny from Sydney. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, Darlene, and everyone on the live stream watching. Hope everyone is well.
We are, Johnny. Thank you for coming on and joining us. And Rodney, thank you for watching in the channel for the last 2 years. And we look forward to seeing you out here in person one day.
Johnny's due over for a visit, I think. 808 Bear at John Poulos. My day off today, so watching Cooper and Brooke with my feet up is always a good day.
And thank you, Bear. Much appreciated.
Johnny Poulos, big NRL footy game tonight, Brooke. I know, State Origin. We're going to the sports bar to watch that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, 5 o'clock game.
Okay, I'm not in that.
Wow, it's a big one.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they do, it's kind of like an all-star game.
Right.
They, you know, you got Queensland, you got New South Wales, so
Mhm.
Sydney and, you know, the Queensland area. And they get to pick all the players they want, but they have to be from that state.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then they go against each other for a best of 3 series.
Well, and the first of the 3 series starts tonight?
Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 o'clock Thai time. Robert Nutt, I was meeting with Mr. Scene yesterday.
I think he
Mr.
means Sing, yeah.
And he said it would take 2 or 3 days to a couple of weeks. It just depends on the type of problems they find with the Chinese accounts. He's talking about the bank accounts.
Yeah, he was telling me he's hoping it's going to be sorted by the end of this week. Good. So that's where you get your 2 to 3 days. Yeah. And he's friends with the Pattaya Police Department. He knows the chief of police there. And, you know, so he's sort of giving them updates, you know, well, we expect it's going to take this long to finish our investigation, you know, and then everything will go back to normal. So he's pretty accurate on his timelines.
Good. Yep. Smart guy. Live and learn with Mike. Everyone hit that thumbs up button. Hit
Yes,
that
please.
like button. Make Darlene smile, guys.
If you're watching, it's free. Hit it, pound it.
Terry Fallon says, "Hey, Brooke." Sounds like Bubba. Hey,
Yeah.
Bubba. Logan C. Hi, boys. Which one of you will find my wife so I can name my kids after you? Cooper?
No.
Take a stab at that one.
You are not going to have a problem, Logan. We have had many meet and greets, and where subscribers have turned up and they're single men, and then 2 or 3 meet and greets later, they turn up and they're with an absolutely beautiful woman. And some of these guys, I can say,
there ain't much to look at. Some of these guys.
some of these guys are very below average. And they're turning up with these absolutely beautiful women, and they're extremely happy. And there are plenty of them. I get asked a lot when Thai people find out I'm a YouTuber. They say, "Oh, do you know any single friends for me?"
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking for, you know, a nice for long, you know. And I say, join the Facebook group. You know, I said, you'll find thousands of our subscribers on there. We're almost up to 2,000 now. Subscribers on there, and join the YouTube channel and come to the meet and greets. You'll meet plenty of them. You know, it's not just for expats, it's for Thais too. You know, if they want to come, they're more than welcome to come to our meet and greet.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. If you're watching.
Yeah.
No problem there, Logan. Terry Fallon, Brooke, lots of black flies today in Bancroft. Do you miss them? Hell no. They're big bastards, these black flies, man. And they'll bite.
What's this news I'm hearing out of Canada over the last week? wanting a referendum to leave Canada.
Oh, Alberta.
Yes.
Oh, geez, I'll be moving there.
Do you think it's going to happen?
Well, they've had referendums in Canada. Quebec had it, you
Mhm.
know, so it's in the Constitution that there'll be a process they go through to have a referendum, and then they have a vote, and you know, see what the results are. So Alberta's kind of always been asset rich with the oil,
and that's what the residents are
shafted.
complaining about, because a lot of their money goes to other parts
Well, I
of
was
Canada.
just saying they've been
That's
shafted by the federal
taken away.
government, you know, for decades. So it started with Trudeau's old man, and then Trudeau continued, and you know, it's been going on, and they finally had enough.
Yeah.
You know, Trump says about the 51st state, Alberta sticks his hands up. I'll join
us,
you
please.
know, if the rest don't want to come, that's their problem. We'll come. So yeah, but now poor old Terry up there, if it hasn't got snow, he's got black flies. You know, there's like 2 weeks a year of nice weather, and the rest is snow or black flies. So, no, I'm just kidding. Martin W. Delkoff, there's a new one. Hello, Cooper. Can I ask you what you do? What do you live on for every month? So I think he's talking about.
I don't
budget.
live off YouTube. My YouTube, I make zero money. The money that we do make is just sits in account and not touched. And I'm going to be looking at a charity to donate it to. I make zero on YouTube. I don't want to make any money on YouTube. So I'm living on my disability that I get from the US government. I had a bad accident, and the doctor said I'll never work again, so I'm on disability for life. And then I have my investments in the stock market, and I have monthly dividend payers, Misty, that boosts that money up, and that's how I live every month. Yeah, I make no secret on how I survive here in Thailand.
There's people, if it's a budget, Martin, you're wondering, like anywhere from $1,000 US a month to, you know, 3,000, live like a king, I suppose you'd say. So yeah, there's and everything in between. So and 1,000 a month, these guys aren't suffering. They're doing what they want to do. You know, they budget. They're, you know, they're tight with their budget. They don't order expensive steaks at Argentine steakhouse, but you know, you can live here quite reasonably.
Oh yeah.
El Promeo score update 1-1. Oh my Buddha. Mike D, hey Brooke and Coop, how about that Betamax, Brooke? Joking, laughing out loud. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Yeah, and thank you, Mike. We are having a great day.
I was having a great day, Mike, till you mentioned that stupid Betamax.
Well, VHS,
you'll get Cooper all wound up now.
And then DVD won the battle, and then all of a sudden, internet. Yeah, internet killed the DVD and the Betamax and the VHS, because you can watch it all online.
Well, you know, it's funny. I remember one of the first things was these great big, and that's how you watched a movie. This huge disc.
Yeah.
You know, and then
they came out with the smaller ones.
Yeah, small, and then you had the plug-in VHS, and you know, like it was, and then the small discs. Yeah. Anyways, technology ain't improving. Dennis L. Wonder where we saw him last.
Last night
at Jim. I had to update my information with Bangkok Bank. Also, I'm not sure who's affected and why. Without the update, you may not be able to use your account in the near future. So. Yeah, maybe it's just a heads up, I suppose.
But if you use Sing, he will notify you if you need to go to the bank and do an update.
Yeah,
and normally the bank will notify you too. So, yeah, I have had no updates, but then I've been here almost 3 years. So, and I'm well known in the bank with the bank manager. So,
well, I'm not as well known, but I've never had an issue with the bank. Never had a call. Never had a worry. You know. Going on 3 years. So
well, we do our Darlene's medical insurance through the bank, AIA.
Yeah.
And I set Darlene up with a bank account. I opened a US dollar account there. So I've been in there loads of times. The manager knows me personally. So
I did the same with Jackie, you know. So it's good. Girls have their own account if they're out and they need a bit of money.
Yeah.
Mike D, not so hot on XRP anymore. Correctamundo, Mikey. I'm sticking to Tesla and Misty. Yeah, Tesla. They're going to pay a decent one this month.
Yeah, XRP is down. Yeah.
XRP, yep, boy, be careful, guys. LV abroad. Hi, guys. Filipino wife and I heading that way in 59 days.
You'll be welcomed into the community. We got a heck of a lot of females here now.
Filipinas.
That are Filipinas, American,
With expats, boyfriends,
Australian,
wives, husbands.
British.
Yep.
That have come with their partners here, and they're all fitting into the group nicely, and everybody's getting along. The guys are sitting there and saying, "Wow, look how well the women are getting along. They're having a laugh, the joke, they're drinking margaritas, and and
playing darts
playing darts and having a blast."
And it's funny, these a Filipina can meet a new Filipina, and within less than 10 minutes, they're all howling.
Exactly.
Just you kind of look over and think, God, I'm a little envious. Yeah. You're having so much fun. Yeah, no, that's great. She'll fit right in.
Yeah.
Bobby. Texas sub, hello, new here, planning to retire in Jomtien. 2,500 US is a good.
Excellent.
Yeah. You'll be saving money every month.
Yeah, and thank you, Texas sub. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, if you're a couple, you're in the sweet spot area right there.
Yeah.
Brooke, I believe you spend less than $2,000.
I budget that, but I spend less, save money every month.
Yeah. You're just under that amount. So if you're a single guy on 2,500, you're going to be having a blast in Thailand.
Now, having said that, I'm not a huge drinker. A couple times, two beers typically last night. That's all I had. And obviously not a womanizer, but depends on your life, choices. If there's guys here and they like going out for dates with women. 2 or 3 a week, maybe you're going to spend more. And if you're, like to imbibe every day, you're going to spend more. But for a normal person, most of us here don't fall into those categories, I would say. So definitely that's a sweet spot, as Coop said, and you have plenty.
Yeah.
And there's lots of guys from Texas here. Jalux, fellas, I wanted to get your take on several popular YouTubers who say retiring in Thailand has lost its novelty after a couple years. Thoughts?
Well, I can tell you honestly, a lot of them say it for clickbait. They want to get the videos out. Jalex, and if you meet the people that I've met, and I like to associate with the people that are long-termers here, that have been here for many, many years. For example, a good buddy of mine, Frank, he's been here 12 years.
Yeah.
And another good friend of mine lives over on the dark side. He's been here 18 years. And then I met another guy. He was from Sweden. He's been here 30 years. And I like to pick their brains. And I always ask them, so do you still love Thailand? You've been here all this time. Do you still love Thailand? Absolutely. Wouldn't change it for the world. All of them have said, everybody that I've spoken to that's been here over 10 years has said, I absolutely love it. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Their opinion doesn't change.
Right.
I've never met anybody that said to me, I'm sick to death of Thailand and I want to leave. Never once have I met that, Jalix. And I probably know close to, I don't know, 700-800 people out here. I'm always meeting new people. I know owners of restaurants, expats, for example, Route 66, Taco House, Patty's. I meet the owners. I talk to the owners. I become friends with the owners. And, I listen to their thoughts. What's changed over the last 10, 20, 30 years, what's their perspective, moving forward, what they think Thailand's going to be like. And, would they have changed anything in hindsight? And they all say, nope, it's absolutely perfect. I wouldn't change anything.
Jalux, so novelty, keyword novelty. Well, everything kind of loses its novelty after it becomes common or routine. And after a few weeks, possibly months here, first off, you love it. You love it when you get here and it's, oh, this is new, this is different, right? That's the novelty. But you realize after that, after a few months, yeah, this is the life you want. It's great here. Then it's routine. You get your routines going. And if these YouTubers that are saying, oh, it's going to lose its novelty after, yeah, go back to your home country after 2 years and watch how that
Why are they
changes.
still in Thailand?
Yeah.
If it's
And
lost the novelty.
oh man, the people
Yeah.
that have, you know, and not necessarily they'd move back home, but they've had to go back for health or business or that. They'll stay in touch. Oh, I can't wait to get back to Thailand.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Thailand.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you don't worry about that, JLX. It's all fun.
But what I can say is we do have several subscribers here, quite a few actually, that have frequented the nightlife in Pattaya and, you know, take home the girls for the night. And they say to me, it's fun at first, you know, but after a couple months, you get bored of it and you want a serious relationship,
Yeah.
you know, because they know that the girl's only doing it for the money, you know. And those that have said, you know, okay, I've had enough of this, I'm gonna try and find myself a serious relationship, have.
Yeah.
Most of them have, and they're all happy. And I said, oh, where'd you meet her? Oh, I met her here, I met her there, you know. And they're generally very happy, you know. So you're not gonna come out here. It doesn't matter how you look, you know. You could be obese, you know, you could be the ugliest man on the planet. You'll still find a good woman here in Thailand. You know, everybody that's wanted one has found one.
Totally different than the West.
Yeah.
They're not concerned about looks, appearance, age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are they concerned about a good living for themselves? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they want to be cared for and, you know, possibly their family. But that's hey, that kind of happens in the West when you think about it, right? So no, it's a great place to live. Don't listen to those other YouTubers. You know, the novelty for me is never worn off. But
Yeah.
you know, you get into routines and I love the routine.
Yeah. And I let the subscribers speak for themselves, JLex.
Yeah.
I've done several interviews with with some of our subscribers that have come out here and met a good woman. You know, I got a very good subscriber friend of mine. I'm not going to put his name out on the channel. I don't want to embarrass the guy, but he's on $1,000 a month. That's his budget. He lives in a condo just up the road, and he's got a Thai girl that's living with him. You know, his girlfriend, and they've been together for almost 2 years now. So he's doing great, and you guys can too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terry Fallon, can't wait to meet you guys in 2027. Get some more Bitcoin, Terry. You'll be here sooner.
Come out for a vacation in the meantime if you can, Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. Jim Silverdale, has anything ever been resolved about opening a Thai bank account?
Yeah, it was resolved until these Chinese were opening these accounts and money laundering. So there's a big, huge investigation into it, and it's expected, as Singh is saying, to last a couple days, maybe a week or two maximum. And then everything will be back up and running. They're going after the Chinese, is what they're doing for money laundering. That's big out here. For the expats coming out here and retiring or pre-retiring, you know, and getting their ducks in a row, you know, yeah, it's affecting us, unfortunately. But once it passes, everything will be back up to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a Wise card, guys, and get that set up before you're coming. That'll serve as kind of a bank card while you're here, because they do work in the ATMs. I've used it when I first got here many times.
Yeah.
The only issue is you get a 200 baht fee or whatever it is every time you make a withdrawal. So whereas once you open your account here with your own debit card from that bank, there's no fees. So anyways, it's not a big deal.
110 people watching online, 62 likes. Come on, let's get those likes up to
Pound
100.
that like button. What's going on
hit it.
out there?
Hit it. It's free. And then once you become a subscriber on our YouTube channel, you can go over to our Facebook group, Coopersthaiadventure Community on Facebook, and you're eligible to join again for free. Hey, we're doing all this stuff for free. We don't ask for anything. All I ask is give a thumbs up for my wife for doing all the hard work and making this possible.
Yeah, and it does help the algorithm, apparently, so that people of like-minded interests as you and me, Cooper, we'll see more of these videos. So our group will tend to get bigger. So it's a win-win, guys. So yeah, the like button helps. Jeff Sigler, hello, CBDers from Colorado. How is everything doing this morning? It's a great day here.
It is, Jeff.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Doesn't look like any
day.
rain on the horizon so
No,
far.
we were sat in the balcony at Fraser's Bar last night,
Yep.
and it was nice and cool. You had the breeze coming
Yeah.
in from the ocean, and it rained a little bit yesterday, so that brought the humidity down, and I love it. It's a fantastic time of the year.
It is. Yeah, it's great.
Everybody asks me, what's the best time to come to Thailand? I say rainy season.
Anytime.
Yeah, come in the low season. It's fantastic
low
weather.
season, you get better deals
Yeah.
on the rentals. Robert Nutt, I read that Vietnam had a 62% increase in tourism.
It did. And that's the consensus out there, Robert. And that's why Thailand has said we're going to look into a 10-year golden visa too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were in Vietnam on that cruise.
Yeah, and I'm going back there in December
Okay.
on another cruise.
Okay.
I liked it.
Okay. Yeah.
I liked it. I was in Ho Chi Minh City. We were there for 2 days on the cruise ship. Crazy drivers over there.
Yeah.
A lot crazier than Thailand. They got a lot more motorbikes. And they just go like this. And how they don't hit each other at the intersections, I have no idea. It's like organized chaos.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to drive. I would have had an accident.
I remember quizzing you after you got back, and I kind of stroked that city off my butt.
But I would have liked to gone up to Da Nang.
Da Nang, I've heard, is quite nice.
I heard it's got beautiful beaches up there, and a lot of expats like Da Nang. So I would have liked to gone up that far, but there was bad weather in the channel, and the cruise ship couldn't get up there.
Right.
So that's why we spent 2 days in Ho Chi Minh City instead of 1 day and 1 day in Da Nang.
Good.
Maybe next time.
Bobby Britton, hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Bobby.
Philip Hunt, by the way, all subscribers, I took a bot bus from Sattahip to Pattaya, and it was only 30 baht. Plus.
Under $1.
Under $1.
Under $1 US.
And that's quite a ways.
That is quite a ways.
Yeah.
Sattahip. Yeah.
Good on you, Phil. Thanks for sharing.
That is south of
Banks-Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, way down
So
there.
that is a good hour away from here.
Tony Montana, say hello to my little friend. Hey, Brooke, your teeth look fantastic and so much cheaper than Cooper's.
But mine are fixed. Can't take mine out.
Okay. I'll keep my money in.
You just put yours in the glass beside the bed every night.
Correctamundo. Terry Fallon, your channel has broken us so much joy, brought us. This autocorrect.
Exactly.
Everybody hates that, don't they? Even
Yeah.
I do. This your channel has brought us so much joy. Thanks for all you do, Cooper.
And thank you, Terry. We try and make the live streams fun and entertaining and informative at the same time.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah. And when you get out here and join us, Terry, when we have our meet and greets and stuff like that, everybody's having a blast and a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a great time. Always a great time.
Even in the pools, we laugh and carry on.
And if it wasn't fun, then the regulars wouldn't come.
Sure.
You know, that live out here. They come every single meet and greet, you know, because they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo, gents, I see the strong Thai baht currency is deterring tourism. Thai government is feeling the decline in revenue. Yes, they are.
Yeah. And they tie the Thai baht to the US dollar. And I think they need to move away from that. Because the Thai baht is too strong right now.
Look, I don't think the Thai baht is strong at all. I think the US dollar is weakening.
That too. A lot of currencies are weakening around the world. Yeah.
I don't think things are strong and economy's booming in Thailand.
Mm-mm.
You know, factory layoffs is happening, and
Nissan's closing down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jobs lost there. 11,000 jobs gone day.
Yeah, the rumor is Ford is looking to take it over.
Well, that might be a positive then. Anyways, yep, it's still down from what it was. I think it was 37 baht. Now it's down around 33. So you know, for some of the guys, that's quite a big change.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't. Most of us don't care or notice it.
No.
Alfa Romeo score update: Edmonton 2, Dallas 1. Thank you, Alpha, for that.
Go Oilers.
Go Oilers. J.E. Washington. Morning, gents. Brooke, can you give some details about the gym you attend? Yes, it's on Jomtien Beach. I do 6-month renewals at a time. little, obviously, you know, they have daily rentals, weekly rentals, monthly, and then the difference between 2 6-month and a year rent, you know, membership is not that much. So I do 6 months at a time. Okay, and that's about 6,500 baht, I think it is, for 6 months. So about 11, say 1,100 baht a month. So it's 33 bucks.
Yeah.
But you're going to find, which I thought was expensive. You know, I thought, well, everything else is cheaper here. Why isn't the gym cheaper?
Yeah.
But when I researched probably half a dozen gyms and spoke to a lot of people about other ones I hadn't been to. But this one seemed to be the best value for the money. You know, it's a lot of equipment, a lot of aerobics, stretching areas, weights, free weights, machines, good toilets. Aircon works fantastic, and you're on the second level. So when you're on the aerobic machines, you got a beautiful view of Jomtien Bay. You know, so that's kind of nice. So it, all in all, I love it there. Now here's a funny story. During high season, I would go early morning. You know, arrive at between 8 and 10:30, and you'd have 30 to 35 people on average, which I wouldn't say it's crowded at all, but you know, some of the machines, oh, that one's busy, I'll go to the next one. You know what I mean? So now there's like 5 or 6. You know what I mean? So the difference is, you see a lot of expats that are obviously on vacation or people. A few Thais in there. The ladies that work out there, they're pretty good looking. You know what I mean? Like they go at it too. So
I hope Jackie's not watching the live stream.
Well,
you'll be banned from going tomorrow.
No, it's the facts, the truth. You know, she's welcome to go. But yeah, no, JE, you'll like it. There's others to look at. You know, you make your own decision. But I kind of love that one. So.
Yeah.
Yep. And you make friends there.
Wheels up in 5 days, he says.
Oh,
not long
so
now.
he's definitely looking at the gym. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week, buddy.
Yep. Subwoofer, how are you doing, Cooper and Brooke? Hello from Las Wages. He knows where that is now.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Las Wages.
And we're doing good. How you doing, Subwoofer?
Yep. Bobby Bretton, where are you guys located? I was considering the Philippines too, but now I'm back thinking, Thailand. Hua Hin, my lease is up here in the U.S. in October.
We are located right next to Pattaya, a place called Jomtien. And it's predominantly retirees that live here. Pattaya is predominantly the party goers, and we're only 3 miles away from Pattaya. So we're just outside of Pattaya city limits.
Yeah.
And it is a fantastic place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, Bobby, come start off for maybe a month or 6 months, whatever, in Jomtien, because you'll see what it's like. Hua Hin is pretty, I think, quiet comparative to here.
Yeah.
You're about 2 hours from Bangkok, but we're about 2 hours from Bangkok. You're the other side of Bangkok. So
other side of the bay.
Yeah. And I mean, they got beaches there. The prices are similar. But you know, there's big malls here if you want the, you know, nicer places. I like lots of good restaurants. It's a bigger area, more nightlife, more going on. You know, they got a lot of beach events, so to speak. So a little more things to do, maybe. And my point of saying that is you come here and you try it out. A lot of people love it here and they stay. Now, they might go to Jomtien Beach, you know, from Dusit, or they might go to Wangamat, or, you know, whatever, even the dark side in the villa. Occasionally, they'll go from here to Hua Hin. But I would say the majority kind of love the area and stay here. Yeah. So, and in the 6 months or whatever month you decide to stay in Jomtien, you can quiz people about Hua Hin, maybe make a trip and see for yourself. So,
yeah.
Yep. Alfa Romeo, John P., do I need a blue footy jersey for the big match? Live and learn with Mike. Logan, just be yourself. You can meet women very easily here.
And you know, Mike, you got a very pretty girlfriend. I remember when I met you and she was there with you, and I was like, well done, buddy. You know, hats off to you.
Yeah.
You know, and you've been with her for quite some time now. Yeah. So it's not a new thing. I think they've been together for a couple years now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good on them.
But yeah, anybody can do it, can't we?
Yeah. 808 Bear, true, Brooke. When it comes to state of origin, it can be teammate against teammate. That's right. And they can be fighting today and standing side by side tomorrow.
Come
Club
club
game.
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Terry Fallon, Alpha, finger red, number 1. Alpha Male, Alberta and Quebec wants out. Okay, both of them want out.
Both of them want out of Canada.
I don't think Quebec could join the States. You know,
I know a lot of British people want out of England.
True.
You know, this
Yeah,
new Labour government is breaking every single promise they made to get in.
Richard Woolley, the King of Canada, is there at the moment. Correct.
Here in Thailand?
No, he's coming to Canada, the King. I don't know if he's there or coming there, but it's it's in the works. It'll
be the King of Canada. Canada doesn't have a king.
The King of England is coming to Canada.
You said the King of Canada.
Well, it's kind of like, hey, if you have Canadian is
the same king.
Who would you say would be your king? Well,
Charles.
Yeah, King Charles. Yeah. Jim Silverdale, is there a large Filipino population in Jomtien?
There is a large Filipino population out here. A lot of the Filipinos out here tend to work in nursing or education. And for those that are looking for Filipinos, I tell them to go to the Filipino church. Okay, we have 2 very big Filipino churches out here. And if you're looking for a good Filipino woman, you'll find them there. So very easy to find.
Yep.
Not hard. And if not, go on Tinder. Swipe left, swipe right.
Well,
you know, another way of doing it.
I tell people, hey, go to the Philippines, check it out.
Yeah, meet one there, bring them back with you.
They just hear our report, but it's real when you're there and you see what, oh yeah, Brooke and Cooper, right? Holy shit, man, I think I'm going to like Thailand better.
Yeah.
But you'll also realize, hey, the people are great in the Philippines. So, you know, maybe you meet the right one and say, hey, I'm interested in going to Thailand. Would you like to come?
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all over, Jim. In fact, they're all over the world.
Yeah. I think there's a population of 60,000 Filipinos in Thailand.
Canada's got them.
There's
States.
A few. Yeah.
P. Clark. Good day, gang. 7 weeks to go. Can't wait to meet you all. Who's counting? My God, everybody and their brother looking forward to coming here.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you later on this summer.
You're going to love it. Terry Fallon. Alpha, California, Maine, and several states should join Canada. They would be better off. Ooh, I don't know about that.
California pay less taxes. That's for damn sure.
Who'd want California? My God.
Yeah.
You wouldn't move there. Alpha Romeo, Coop, my VHS rewound the tape automatically at the end of the tape.
I did like that about VHS. Yeah.
Enough of that.
That was one of the features I did like.
Terry Fallon, guys, there will always be negatives and positive people. What do they bring to their life?
Exactly. If you're a positive person, surround yourself with positive people. You know, the negative people, stay away from them.
You want to be happy? Hang around happy people.
Exactly.
Alfa Romeo at JLX, I've been there many different times over the years, talking about Thailand. The novelty may wear off, but I still love this place. So he's just used to it now.
Yeah, but I've been here you and I've been here almost 3 years, Brooke.
You lived here, though.
I did, and I still love the place.
Yeah.
And I've said many, many times, I walk out to the pool, and it still feels like I'm a tourist that's on a never-ending vacation.
Yeah.
That'll never end. I don't have to pack the bags and go back to work next week. Nothing. And that novelty has not worn off. After 3 years, I still feel like that every single day. It's like I'm on a never-ending vacation, but I live here.
Yeah. Well, the novelty for Romeo, it's not really worn out. See, he knows everybody. Everybody knows Romeo.
Yeah.
That's why he only goes to that Pattaya area. He doesn't have a vehicle. He doesn't need one.
No.
He can walk to his coffee shop. They know him. Walks to the salad guy. He knows him. In fact, the salad guy's got Romeo's own bowl. Nobody else uses that till Romeo gets back, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he loves this place. Yep. Yeah.
He's made a lot of friends
here. Years and years he's been coming. So I can't wait. Mike D, I'm trying to get funds up while I'm waiting on my son to turn the big 18. I'd like to get a villa with private pool. What do you think? $2,500 a month? Well, you wouldn't need to spend that on a pool villa, that's for sure. You can
go ahead.
You can live in that and jump in easily. Probably, Mike, I'd say start off in a condo, get your feet wet, learn the areas, and then say, hey, I want to go to a villa. You want a pool villa, or you want a gated community with a common pool? There's options. But yeah, you like laid back, you can chill out here anywhere. So yeah, get here, get your boots on the ground. Maybe start with a few days in a hotel till you find a monthly rental, or 3 months or 6 months, whatever. And learn the areas. See, do I want to be in the beach? Do I want to be in the dark side? Do I want to, what are your interests? And you'll decide.
But yeah, that's a good price range right there. You'll pick up a condo here. You'll pick up a pool villa on the dark side. You're looking about somewhere between $1,000 to $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
If you want one closer to the beach, you can find them in that price range, but you're probably looking closer to the $1,500 a month for closer to the beach here in Jomtien. We got a subscriber that we met last night, and they have a 3-bedroom pool villa on Second Road here in Jomtien, and they've invited us to their birthday party to see their place on the 14th. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, and I think they're paying 40,000 baht.
Yeah.
So that's
about 1,200.
1,200. Yeah. So that's an excellent deal right there. That's a steal.
I think 1,000 to 1,500 US gets you nice villas, pool villas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we have our first shout out, and it's from Javon Styles, who bought us 5 coffees. Says, some bottomless Route 66 coffees for my Bitcoin brothers. Thanks for keeping my Jomtien dreams alive, gentlemen. Thank you, Javon. Much appreciated. God bless you, brother. And we will definitely enjoy those coffees. If you're wondering how he did it, that QR code right there, you scan it, you buy us a coffee. It costs $5 each. So thank you, Javon Styles. Much appreciated.
And YouTube doesn't keep any of that money.
Nope.
100% goes
and I don't
to
get
the
40%
fund.
taxed on it.
Exactly. Coffee fund.
Yeah.
Rick Pease. Hey, Cooper and Brooke, I will be in Pattaya area this June 10th. I would love to meet up and pick your brains about retiring in Thailand.
Sure. Come with us to Route 66, Rick. We go there every Monday, and we're there at 11 o'clock. Barring that, we're also at the meet and greet on the 4th Tuesday of every month. It's great to meet up with people. A lot of people send us emails and saying, hey, Cooper, I'm going to be there, and I'm coming for like 2-3 days to your area. I'd love to meet up with you and Brooke and Jackie and Darlene and take you out for a meal, but we got so much going on, we don't have time to be able to do it, unfortunately. So we have our set days where we can meet people, and those are every Monday or the 4th Tuesday of the month. Come along then. You're more than welcome to pick our brain. But unfortunately, for those that are sending an email saying, hey, we'd like to take you out to dinner, I'm coming over with my partner. It's very hard for us because we have so much going on in our lives that we just can't do it. I would love to, and I'm not trying to be rude, folks. It's just we don't have the time to be able to do all that, because if not, we'd be out every single night of the week. We get that many emails.
Mondays at Route 66 on the dark side is great. Great breakfast there, unlimited coffee. So that's, as Coop said, a good spot to meet. And then the 4th Tuesday of every month at Fraser's, 6 p.m. It's a Tuesday night, 6 p.m. You'll have a great time and meet a lot of fellow expats. Yeah, all with similar interests. Martin says, what is the regular rent for a condo if you are an expat?
Depends what you want, Martin. I mean, do you want one on the beach? You want one a couple blocks away from the beach? Do you want a studio? You want a 1-bedroom? You want a 2-bedroom? It all depends. I mean, the cheapest condo I've seen out here is 8,000 baht a month, which one of our subscribers is renting right now at Supalai. And he's got a nice sea view.
He loves it.
It's a couple blocks back from the beach, but he's high enough up that he's got a nice sea view there. And then you can go all the way up to, $2,000-3,000 a month. You know, if you're looking for a condo that's 170 square meters,
Yeah.
as big as a house, you
on
know,
the beach.
yeah, on the beach. You know, so it all depends what you're looking for. But,
I would, yeah, 8,000, as Coop said, that's probably the minimum for something decent. You know, I think banks.
and that was a 1-bedroom.
That was a 1-bedroom, but it's good size.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't want to. It's a single guy rents it. He didn't want to. He had more area to clean, more area for clutter.
Yeah,
like keep it easy, simple. So 8,000, and I would say 12 to 15 gets you a whack of 1-bedrooms.
Yeah.
You know, in decent buildings. And I mean, if you want to be on the beach on the top floor with a beautiful view and a 1-bedroom, 1 bath, yeah, you might pay 20, maybe even 25 in the really high end buildings. But for the majority of people, 8 to 15 gets you pretty well what you'd need. 8 being a studio, probably.
And 15 being a 1-bedroom.
1 and 1, yeah. Lots of them, guys. No shortage. Steve Dice. I'm taking my Thai wife for a Vietnam vacation in June.
Okay.
Looking forward to seeing Dalat. Supposed to be the 70s most of the time in that mountain city. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Give us your feedback on what you think of the area, Steve.
Yeah. Captain Action. Henry from Tampa. Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene, thank you all for all you do. Where can I buy those wonderful Team Cooper t-shirts? Hello, tubers.
When you get out here, Captain Action, people have emailed me and said, Cooper, can you mail them to me? I want to buy one. And it's hard for me to do, folks. So I don't really do it anymore. I stopped doing it. It takes a lot of my time. I've got to drive 45 minutes to the factory to go get it, to order it. Then I got to come home. Then I got to go out 45 minutes again to go pick it up. And then I got to go to the mail. And it takes up too much of my time. So I just don't do it, Captain Action. But when you come out here, those that come out, they see us at a meet and greet, say, hey, Cooper, I would like to order a couple t-shirts. And we order them for you. No problem. It's much easier for us to do it that way.
And
yeah, because I make zero money on it. I don't charge a penny.
No, you don't. Yeah.
No. What I pay for it is what you get.
Yeah. Alchemist, there he is. Trump's global depression will kill tourism.
I don't know. I think it'll promote tourism. A lot of people want to get out of the West and over here.
Getting out of Dodge.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the other way around, Alchemist.
Malcolm, that name rings a bell.
Malcolm Hawkins.
I've heard that. Good morning, Team Coops.
Good morning, Mal.
From Australia.
And Pattaya.
Yep. Robert McMedia, Coopers. Hello.
Hello, Robert.
Jerry Fallon, gents, great live as always, but we'll let you finish up for tonight. See you on the next live. Got to walk the dog. Take care of my 2 good friends.
And thank you, Terry. We'll see you on the next live, buddy.
Yep. Texas sub. Hit the like button, guys. Everyone here is asking a question, and Coop and Brooke are sharing their thoughts. At least hit the damn like button. It's free. And Darlene smiles.
It is free.
Ear to ear.
We will answer everybody's question. We will stay online until the last comment is answered. That has always been our promise, and we do it for free. We don't ask for anything. People want to donate coffees. That's up to them. We don't ask for it. The only thing that we do ask for is give us a thumbs up. That's it. You know, hey, thank you, for answering my question. Much appreciated. Or if you don't ask a question and you just enjoy watching the live stream, hit a thumbs up. That's it.
It's free. Keep score.
Yeah.
We want to win. Come on, hit that like button. Robert Media, Wahin has a nice beach.
We never got to see it. We only saw that short beach there outside the Hilton
kind of
Hotel.
Rocky. Yeah, it
was very rocky and very narrow. But apparently there's a much nicer beach couple miles south of Wahin.
I found that out afterwards
after we got back. I wish we knew beforehand. We would have taken a trip over there.
What was the beach everyone was raving about? And then I think it was Romeo said, oh shit, they got a real nice beach. You just go to a little farther.
Yeah, that temple we went to, we would have went another couple blocks past that temple. We would have seen it, and we didn't see it.
Okay. Yeah. Alchemist, when I turn 80, maybe Wahin would be good. Yeah.
That's what I said in the video. I did give my honest thoughts on it. And I would probably like Wahin later on in life. Yeah. But while I'm younger, for me, it's definitely Jomtien.
I'll probably hit Wahin when I'm 90. I think that's give me another 20 years here.
Yeah.
Yep. Vincent Van Gogh. Hey, guys, it was nice meeting you guys and all the subscribers last night. Yes,
you too, Vincent. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Glad to see you, Vincent. 1S movie. Hey, Cooper and Brooke. It was nice to meet you and everyone else. Thanks again for all you do. The new guy.
The new guy from last night.
Yeah,
Okay,
a few new guys.
He was a nice guy. And he had a very, very pretty Thai girl with him there. So yeah, he's doing well. You know, hats off to you, new guy.
Yep. Johnny Pulo, so say Johnny at Alpha. Yeah, ask Malcolm. He's already got his, and blue looks good on him. They're talking about the state of origin game, rugby. Alchemist, Charles is in Canada. Okay, good to know. Canada is part of the Commonwealth of England, correct, Amundo. When the American hellhole is going down, 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 down.
I say to all my American friends,
so is Canada,
get
Alchemist.
the hell out of Dodge and get over here.
Yeah.
Even my sister and brother are coming over this year.
Good.
So, yeah. My brother's coming in from New York. My sister's coming in from Austin, Texas. And they're saying, we're coming out. We want to check this area out that you love so much.
I don't doubt I'll have a nephew over here living here.
Yeah.
By the end of the year. So time will tell. Alchemist, True Coop. Novelty of being here has not worn off.
And you know Alchemist. You've been here almost a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that lives at Dusit Grand.
Good.
Yeah. And he's been here almost a year and still living in the same condo complex and still loving it.
Good.
I've only ever met him once at one meet and greet. He hasn't come back since.
Well, he's got to come to the
too
next
busy
one.
enjoying his life.
Yeah.
I met a subscriber last night at the meet and greet. And I said to him, oh, nice to meet you. How long you been in Thailand? Oh, I've been here 6 months. That's the first time I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying it. But I wanted to come by and say thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in Thailand. But I just wanted to come by and say thank you. And sorry I didn't come sooner, but you undersold this place. It's a lot more fun than what you said.
As I always told my mom after my 10-minute visit, any visit's better than no visit, Mama.
Yeah.
So yeah, come see us.
There you go, from a woman's perspective.
Annie Throckmorton, Novelty. I came here for better health care and I found it.
Yeah.
Correctamundo.
There you go.
Good on you, Ann. Phil L. I read that the U.S. has imposed a level 2 travel warning on the Philippines due to increased crimes, kidnapping, and violence.
I haven't heard that.
No.
But it doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah, the areas most people go to are not really affected by that. I mean, there's certain outlying islands, I think, that are kind of rough and tumble. You maybe want to stay away from.
Well, Philippines does have a lot higher crime rate than Thailand. I mean, you think about it. Even in the gated communities over there, the houses have bars on all the windows and doors.
True. Yeah.
You know, you're living like you're living inside a jail. You know, and you know that because you lived in one.
Yep.
You know, here in Thailand, it's a rarity to see bars on windows and doors. People just don't break into people's homes out here. Whereas it happens on a regular basis in the Philippines.
Coop's right. On average, there's more issues over there, let's say. But
do you remember that gated community that we went and drove into when we were looking for places, and we saw the gypsy with the ladder going over the wall, stealing the tiles and the bricks from the builders that were at the gated community that were building the new homes?
Yeah. So they're a bit of a scrounger at times. Yeah, anyways, but hey, you go and you make your own call, make your own decision. Alchemist. Americans are about to lose their health care, so I can see the importance.
I hope not.
I don't think they're gonna.
No.
You know, maybe lose their free health care if there is any. Logan C. After eating like a king for weeks in Thailand, I came back to the States. $39 for pizza and a cheese calzone. How many chicken and rice can I buy for 39 baht?
39.
$39.
There you go. 39.
Yeah.
And he says 4 slices. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's cheaper here for sure. And the food's great here. Mike D, I know it isn't Monday, but wow, Tesla did some damage today. I made over $1 a share just on the growth, but just building that dividend. Either way, Tesla is looking great. Yeah, Tesla was one of the ones I'm definitely looking at.
Yeah, Tesla and Play.
Started with Misty, and you know,
I'm going to diversify. I'm going to get a couple of them.
Okay. Yeah, smart. For Dog, there's only one problem with coming for a visit. I came here for about 3 weeks, and I still had a couple of years' work left. Now I'm finding it hard to focus at work. The live streams help me live.
And it was great meeting you, For Dog. You did do some traveling around Thailand. You went to Hua Hin and a couple other places. It was great to meet you, and we're looking forward to you coming back.
Yep.
Yep. I still have that present to give to you, and you know what I'm talking about.
Egyptian goddess, greetings to everyone. Wow.
Greetings, Egyptian goddess. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
That's a new one, I think. Mike D, any word on when the new Copacabana building will be built? We see it out our window balcony, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It's getting huge.
I think they'll have a private pool. They all pretty well have private pools. I think the only thing is I would need a 2-bedroom.
Yeah,
probably will have them.
They do it. They have it in the 1-bedroom and the 2-bedroom. I did a video of the showroom and showed all the different room types, and they will have 1-bedrooms with private pool and private 2-bedrooms with private pool.
Wow.
So yes, they will. And as to when it's projected to be finished, end of next year.
Okay.
Okay. I can sit out on my balcony, and I'll probably make a video and film from my balcony, just to give you guys an update of what's happening in the area, and show you just these buildings just going up all over the place. Yeah.
Yep. No shortage
but
of
it's going to be awesome when it's finished.
Yeah.
Because it's going to have its own private beach. They're building a beach with salt water there.
Oh.
So it's sort of like a lagoon at the front of the condo complex with a wave pool. So it's going to be really, really nice.
Javon Styles, what's your favorite larger size condo in Pattaya, Pratamac, jumped in, not jumped in, at least 85 meters? That's a biggie.
Okay, well, there's about 3, Javon, that are on that list. And the first one, which is my all-time favorite, is the Cove, which is where James lives. And that one is 160,000 square meters for 50,000 baht a month, over just somewhere between 50 and 55, depending on the landlord. And that one is huge. That was a 1-bedroom that James was living in.
Overkill.
It was awesome, Brooke.
Well, yeah, but it's
lots of storage rooms in there.
Do you know how much furniture you got to buy to fill that place?
Your own private parking space. I just loved everything about it. Your
biggest
own private
access we ever
access
been
onto the beach. You had a complete wraparound balcony. Yeah. It was fantastic. I loved it. Now, if I had my choice, I would move there. But Darlene has really got her mindset on a house. She wants to do a bit of gardening. She likes all that sort of thing. She likes flowers and plants and, little vegetable patch, that sort of thing. I miss making barbecues. I used to have regular barbecue meetings at my house, and, friends and family would always come over. We were always doing barbecues every month. You remember them in the Philippines at our house there. And it's a great time to socialize. And unfortunately, you just can't do that in condos. They don't allow barbecues. So that's the downside for me. But
you did a video. It was an older building, but it was a 2-bedroom. It was huge.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Pratamac maybe? But I think the older buildings, Javon, have bigger units on average. And there's nothing wrong with an older building if they're well maintained. Most of them would be.
Well, Mr. Washington, who's been on my channel a couple of times, he lives in an older building in Pratamac, and it is very large, 1-bedroom. And I said to him, once you've been here a year, I'm going to come do an interview with you and film your place. I saw him at the Bangkok hospital about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, good.
He said, coming up to a year, Coop, you ready to make that video? I said, yeah, I am. So I'll make that happen and show his place as well. But there's 2 places out the back here that are not so old buildings, but they're very large. And what they've done is they've, instead of having a gym, and communal areas, they only have a pool and large condos.
Nice.
And a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I can go to a private gym. I'd much rather not live in a shoebox and have a bigger condo. And they have. But I don't know any for rent there, but 3 of our subscribers have bought there. And so there are options for you, Javon.
Check on the Facebook group page too, Javon. There's probably people living in those size of units. So you'd get a little more information. And if you can't decide, get boots on the ground here, even if you rent for a month, and then you do your tours and you see them, face to face, like right in the condo, so that you kind of make your decision. Sometimes the pictures don't tell the whole story. So live and learn with Mike. We did not hit that 100 mark. Hit that like button. Make Darlene smile. Let's see
what we are. We'll check the update here.
Yeah, we'll check the update.
Freaking YouTube commercials. Hang on, 3 seconds. 2, 1, done. And update. now. How many we got?
93. We're almost there.
Short.
7 more, guys. We can do it. Come on. Put the puck in the net. Come on,
Hit
Oilers.
that thumbs up.
Robert McMedia, Steve Dice, you will like the lot. My wife's from Vietnam. I've been to many spots within, and yes, the lot is cooler. Okay.
So it must be up in the mountains.
Yeah, I never heard of that place. Yeah. That's interesting.
If you go north of Chiang Mai, it is actually 10 degrees cooler, 15 degrees cooler up there.
Wow.
In the mountains.
I don't mind the warmth here. It's fine. Javon Stiles, we spent about a week looking at condos and villas in Hua Hin. Okay, well, good on you.
Yeah.
They actually have a walking street, but they should rename it Walker Street. That's how slow it is. Walker, the metal walker.
90-year-old people there.
Oh, my Buddha. Terry Fallon, guys, I'm 68 and love the quieter life. So Bangsaray seems like a perfect fit for me and the wife.
There you go. A lot of people do like Bangsaray too.
Yeah.
We got a mixture.
There. Yeah.
People like Bangsaray, Dark Side here.
Yep.
Pattaya. Yeah.
They, a couple Canadians started to do it, I think it was a month or 2 or 3, and fell in love with Bangsaray.
Yeah.
Went back, sold everything from PEI, and they moved to Bangsaray, and they're loving it there.
Well, everything's within walking distance there because it's a very small village.
Fishing village.
On
excellent
the coast.
Fish restaurants if you're into seafood.
Yeah.
Nice beach area for walking. So yeah, it's good. And definitely affordable. You can find the right spots. Vincent, hey guys, still trying to find the lamb kebab place you rave about. Where's the best place to get pizza here and the location? Go ahead with the lamb kebab.
Well, the lamb kebab is right opposite Walking Street in Jomtien, which is the gay walking street, better known as Boys Town, what the locals call it.
No,
there is another Boys Town in Pattaya, but they call this one Boys Town too. And it's right opposite there. You can't miss it. So if you're standing out front of Tinny's Pies, and you look directly across the street, you'll see it. It's in a yellow sort of burger van
down a little alley. There's a little alley there.
It's at the front of the alley, so you can't.
Yeah, about the third stall in, I would call it.
Yeah.
It's yellow, like you said.
Yeah, and it's called McDoner.
McDoner,
or McDoner, however you want to pronounce it, and it's very good. As far as where to get the best pizza, I like the Thai pizza. That's my favorite, which is called the Pizza Company.
Oh, okay.
I like their tomato sauce. It's to die for. A lot of people like going to the Italian restaurant, Frankie's.
Yeah, on Second Road. But
it's
good.
A bit too thin for me. I like a thicker
too
pizza.
Thin, a little pricier
like
than
paper
some,
thin,
but it's good. And then Dom's Pizza in Pradamac.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah,
Never been there.
It's supposed to be great. And I've walked by it a few times, and it's busy, and they got the the real ovens there, so you see it coming out, and you see some of the pizza sitting on the tables when you walk by, and they look damn good. Now, Brownie told me about this guy across from us here, and it's kind of like a frozen shell, guys, but then he puts the toppings on it, and he actually puts it in an oven.
Yeah.
God, that thing was good.
Was it?
For 200 baht.
Wow.
Oh, and it was a good sized pizza.
$6.
Yeah. Like, hello, that was...
and you got, what's his name, paying $36 for 4 slices.
Well, I heard frozen shell. I'm thinking, shit, that ain't going to be no good. You couldn't tell the difference. That good. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'd order it again, put it that way.
Okay.
But yeah, there's lots of places, Vincent. Philip Hunt. Hey, everyone. I'm sitting under the sala on the roof of Dusset 2. Yes, I'm in the honeymoon period, 2 months, but I can't see the shine wearing off. Retirement in Thailand is absolutely wonderful. Correctamundo.
My wife says, what are you talking about? We've been to Dom's Pizza twice. Oh, yes, we have. Yes, we have. It's on Soy 5 and Pradamac. Yes, we have been there. One time we went there, it was pouring down rain, so we sat inside. There's an inside area and an outside area. Thanks, I stand corrected for my wife. Yes.
Now you know why I told Darlene about
my memory.
Your memory this morning.
Thank you, Philip.
Romeo, is the coffee shop that has fresh sourdough bread still open for business? Walk out your condo, turn left, and she's on the left. Yep. Now, here's the problem, Alpha. It's still there. We used to get the coffee, but you're talking the bakery, right? So it's just the other side of 7-Eleven, I think. The coffee shop next door is still there. I didn't know they had sourdough, but maybe they do. And then there's the 7-Eleven, and then there's a big bakery who used to sell coffee, but they don't have the coffee machine anymore. So, but yeah, both places are still here. You're meeting one or the other, so they're still doing good.
Yeah, and I got a shout out to Scotty Richmond, who bought us 3 coffees and says, thank you for another great live stream. Thank you, Scotty. God bless you, brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Scotty. Scotty from California. Yay. Robert McMedia, 100 likes, boys.
Thank you, Robert.
I think he says we
was
hit
number
it.
100.
Good for you, Robert. Thanks for your help. Alchemist, people like Frankie's, but I think it's overrated.
I like Frankie's. I do like Frankie's restaurant. I went in there and had the salmon. Oh my God, was that good? I do like salmon, and they had some fantastic salmon in there, and the sauce was to die for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think you've had the lasagna in there, and you said it was very good too.
Yeah. Yep, I have. It was good. I've had the pizza there, and it was good.
Yeah.
But I tend to agree with Alchemist. Not that the fact that the food is overrated. No, the food is damn good, but it's pricier than. See, when you're here, you kind of get spoiled because you know where the good deals are. And the deal at Frankie's, I didn't think was a deal. So, for me, yeah, it'll be the odd occasion. Now that place is busy. They got great aircon, great service. It's kind of like the waiters come out with the towels on them, and they're looking after you. But you're paying for that. So there's other just as good places with identical food for less.
Yeah, that Dom's was a good one. I enjoyed that. And I just did an update, Robert, and we're at 99. We're one short. It says. There you go.
So
I'll turn it around so you can see the TV. There you go. It says 99 likes.
It does. How could we be that close?
Yeah.
Maybe it hasn't updated yet.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley. Correndo Soy 15 Pattaya does great pizza. Okay, well, there's another one there.
Yeah.
No.
There are lots of pizzerias here. There's a lot of different restaurants here from all different countries around the world, folks. You are spoiled for choice. In the Philippines, there was not enough options. Here, there's too many options. We've been here almost 3 years, and I can say honestly, we haven't even hit 20% of the restaurants here.
Oh no.
In 3 years, and we go to different ones regularly, and we haven't even hit 20% of the amount of restaurants here for choice for eating.
Well, Brownie,
and I'm not talking Thai food, I'm talking expat food.
Brownie, he researches a lot on the YouTube, and he'll find these spots mentioned in the videos, and he goes to them. And yeah, he's having a lot of success doing that. So, anyways, for me, you know what? I find places that, that food is great. It's affordable.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't change. I get the same dish at Taco House. I love the fajitas.
Oh, yeah.
I get the same breakfast at Route 66, the Tex-Mex omelet, and I get the same dish at Fraser's, chicken Caesar salad. And I love them all. And so why change?
Yeah. And one of my favorites is the Boathouse for Thai food.
Yeah.
It is really good. Right there opposite the beach. So you got a great sea view while you're sitting there having your lunch or dinner. And the Thai food is very good and very affordable in there. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Logan C., how many spa services or massages do you boys budget for weekly?
I got a wife. I don't need a budget for any. Hey, babe, my shoulder hurts. Okay. Yeah, no, it's absolutely great. Darlene and Jackie like going for regular massages, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Maybe no more than twice a month.
Yeah, they go out like twice a month for massage.
Probably an average 1.5, say, some months 1, some months 2. And the funny thing, I don't do it because I don't think I need it. But the girls, if they got aches or pains, they'll do the massage and it helps. So now a lot of the expats here do it regularly.
Yes.
Once a week. And boy, as Dandy Don says, Don Delonic, and he's an older, and he was in tough shape. Remember when he first got here, had the walker.
Yeah.
and he gets it done every week and swears by it.
Mhm.
And it's right across the road from Dusset, where he lives in Dusset with us. And Don, he says to me, yeah, he says, I tell her when I walk in, the more I scream, the bigger the tip. And she puts it to him, eh?
Yeah.
But he comes out of there feeling like $1 million.
And then we know massager people. Oh, sorry. We know subscribers that are here that go out and do it 3 to 5 times a week. Because it's so freaking cheap, Brooke. I mean, 200 baht for an hour massage, $6. You could afford to spend $6 every day and get a massage. It's that cheap. So yeah, we got a mixture of folks that and I like the old feet massage down on the beach. So I'll often go there, sit in the beach chair and look out over the ocean and having a coconut, drink and getting my feet massaged.
Yeah.
What a life, all for $10, for the beach chair, the coconut and the foot massage. And I'm laughing. I am laughing. I'm just enjoying it.
LB, there he is.
Las
Thank you
Vegas,
for yet another great
5150.
live stream. Time can't come soon enough for the move to live the good life y'all are living.
Yeah.
We are blessed. We are living the good life.
I wouldn't change it.
Nope.
I wouldn't. I've been all over Asia and I've not found anything that beats Thailand.
I've been all over Canada. I ain't found anything better than this. I've been all over the States. I ain't found anything better than this. Yeah. I just wish I said that many times, Coop, I wintered 20 years in a row in Florida. If I had known Thailand, I would have been coming here happier for a quarter of the money.
Yeah.
I'd have been saving every month. Bingo. For Alchemist, Frankie's is higher price, correct. The place looks great, correct, and always very busy. Yes, it is. Even these days, but to each their own. Yep.
Yeah, it is higher priced, I must say.
Popular.
But then they make everything by hand.
Yeah, it's handmade right in front of you. So, you pay for the ambience.
Exactly.
They got aircon inside, the nice sitting area outside. It's, all in all, it's worthwhile trying and make your own call. Glenn Shaw, I made it. Can't wait to meet the members. Well, next meet and greet for sure, Glenn, if you can make it.
Yeah, 4th Tuesday of every month. Come on and join us.
Logan, oh boy, I better stop doing 4 massages a week. No, don't stop.
Enjoy it at that price. I'll keep enjoying it, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robert McMedia, at least twice a week or 3 times when I'm in Thailand. Can't beat the prices plus tip, correct?
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't beat the
here,
prices.
guys. Yeah.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
Scotty S. from Hua Hin. Good morning, Cooper and Brooke from Hua Hin. Just finished my first beach walk and pool swim morning routine in Hua Hin. Good for you. Glad to join you.
And thank you, Scotty, for coming on and joining us. And we hope you have a pleasant stay in Hua Hin. We want updates. Keep us updated on what life is like for you out there.
Scotty's learning Thai.
We've had mixed sort of reviews about
Hua Hin. Well, we'll get more.
Some people go there and stay. Some people go there and say, "Oh, it's too quiet for me. I'm going back to Jump."
Scotty's got a bunch of friends there, so that's why he's gone over there. So obviously,
but John was the same. Yeah.
Yeah, and but no, Scotty's learning Thai, reading and writing.
Wow.
And online, he sent me a couple videos, and I did watch them, and it's interesting. It's an English guy that speaks fluent Thai.
Right.
So yeah, well, thanks for that, Scotty. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah,
we already did, but make a call. Alchemist, massage here for a Starbucks coffee back home.
For the price of a Starbucks back
coffee
home.
Or massage? What do I think? Exactly. True.
Yeah.
Alpha Male, hammer and chisel massage to die for, literally.
Yeah, it kills you.
Yeah, Romeo knows his spots too. Philip Hunt, I go to the blind massage in Jomtien. 90 minutes, body feels great, at least once a week.
And we did that in the Philippines. There was a massage place at the mall, and Darlene and I frequented it. It was done by blind people.
Yeah.
And man, they are good. Very, very good. Yeah. I didn't know there was one here, Philip.
Johnny Poulos, for anyone who is still a few years away from retirement, take a holiday to Jomtien as a base. It's a great medium. You can do as much or as little as you want with all the great facilities in the area.
Yeah,
that's good advice.
That is good.
Yeah, Johnny's been here a few times from Australia, and he's absolutely right, man. You can get as busy as you want or as quiet as you want here. And a lot of people like this Dusset place we stay in. They got Dusset 1, Dusset 2 across from each other, just for the simple reason the expats are here.
Yeah.
And now there is a downside. Christ, they're sold out of 1 bedrooms all because of you. You know,
Sorry.
damn the
Yeah.
price. And so the bugger, you know, he's a good guy, Joe. But I said, Joe, these prices are too high. You keep raising them because Cooper keeps bringing too many people. Come on, let's get reality back. So
Yeah.
he's good to work with.
Mm. And yeah, we've met so many people over the months and year that have come out here and said they're coming for 2-3 months. They want to test the water, see what it's like. And I ask them, what's your initial impression? You know, what are your thoughts? I like to hear that from people. All positive.
Yeah.
We love it. Yeah, this is nice. We like it. We like the everybody's polite, nice, friendly. It's not like back in the States where, you know, a lot of people want to argue with you about the silliest of things. And over here, it's the complete opposite way around. It's a bit of a culture shock, you know. And they're like, wow, you know, I can't believe it. And the feedback I love most is from the women. Because the women ain't afraid to tell you their thoughts, you know, because back in the West, women are used to wolf whistles, you know, being harassed or threatened, you know, perverts and all that sort of thing. And they come over to here and it's completely different. They'll walk the streets at night going back to their condo from the night market without any fear whatsoever. You know, not having to look over their shoulder, I get told, you know, not having to, you know, wonder, you know, if somebody's staring at them inappropriately, you know.
Yeah.
They feel perfectly safe here. And that's from the single women, I'm being told that, you know, that are retired out here, loving it. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like. It's for everybody.
It is.
Yeah. Single men, single women, couples, and families. Everybody that's come out here has loved it.
Yep. I still like Scotty Richmond does a lot of research. Sharp guy. 7 days. He gave it 7 days here. He had a big checklist.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know, he was leaving the next day. So how'd you make out? He says, I got every box ticked on the checklist. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there you go. For him, it only took a week.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike D, Cooper and Brooke, you were talking about something called the net asset value, NAV. When I asked about how you can tell Nestle was strong, forgot what it's called.
You're talking about the NAV premium on Tesla.
Yeah, and tell Tesla. Well, strong. I mean,
it's held up.
It's held up.
Done.
Yeah,
it hasn't gone down.
Yeah, they typically are right on par. So whatever, you know, the price of share is, the net asset value should be fairly close, which it is.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But yeah, we can answer those questions on Monday, Mike. But yeah, for example, MicroStrategy's now premium has dropped down to 1.62 right now. So when it gets back up to 2, it's going to go straight up. So watch out for your NAV premium when you're buying shares on the stock market.
Alfa Romeo, John P., I need to follow your advice. Scotty Jean, good afternoon, Three Musketeers. Hope you're well from New Zealand.
And we are, Scotty. How you doing?
Yep. Hit that like button, guys. We get over 100. Logan C., it's crazy. I have an easier time making friends in Thailand than in the States.
And that's true.
I think a lot of people do.
Every time I go out, I meet somebody new and I make a new friend.
Right.
And it's not people that follow my channel. It's just people that are come out here to retire. Okay, go to the toilet. We're about to wrap this up anyways, folks. We're almost at 2 hours. And it's very easy to make friends here, Logan. And that's why we started the community, and it's going well. Those that came out here said, you know, fantastic. You got this community. I can pick people's brains straight away on, you know, boots on the ground. And we like to introduce people that are staying in their condo complexes to, you know, people that are already living there. So that way they have an instant friend, an instant battle buddy, you know, in case of emergency, I like to call it. And everybody is just so friendly, so helping. We haven't had any bad apples yet, knock on wood. And I hope it stays that way, because I know just one bad apple can ruin everything that we've tried so hard to build. And what have we built? A friendship community. That's it. That's all our channel is about, making friends and in retirement. And so thank you, Logan, for the feedback. You're absolutely right. Here in Thailand, it's very easy to make friends. Whatever you're into, you'll find somebody else that's into the same. Aussie T says, go Maroons, Queenslander. Go the Cane Toads. Okay, Aussie. Javon says, Mapachan Lake best kept secret is A&Ek. I do love it, A&Ek Steak. It's a Thai restaurant called A&Ek, and they have fantastic chicken burgers for 100 baht, $3. And believe me, they're big. It's a whole breast of chicken in there. You couldn't eat a second one if you tried. It says absolutely great food, and the prices were really affordable. Can't gatekeep that one. Nope, that is a fantastic restaurant. One of my favorites out there too. Glenn Shaw says, I made it. Can't wait to meet some members. You say it's slow, but I'm not seeing a lot of availability at places like Disagram Park 2 and Tale 6, for example. Yeah, the one bedrooms go super fast. And Disagram Part 2 is where a lot of subscribers want to be, because that's where we are. And they said, hey, if it's your favorite, it's our favorite too. And we have over 60 subscribers living here, and they've taken up a lot of the one bedrooms.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, that's the way things are. But what I say to people, if you want to live here, Glenn, is get yourself a studio here and get with Joe and tell him the very next one bedroom comes available, move me out of the studio, move me into the one bedroom. And he does. He's great at doing that. So that's a way to get your foot in the door before anybody else. So you may not like a studio. Well, what's a studio? It's the same setup as you have in a hotel room, but it's got a kitchenette, and you don't get that in a hotel room. Mikey Baker stayed in the studio for a whole year here and absolutely loved it. And he's coming back later on this year.
Yep.
So, yeah, we've all had to, make sacrifices to get to where we want to be. So that could be an option for you there, Glenn.
Also, check on the Facebook page. If you're needing a place, there'll be lots of options there. I see the mention quite often. So,
yeah.
Yep. Scotty Jean from New Zealand. Go Mighty Blues, New South Wales Rugby League tonight. Yes, state origin game. Alfa Romeo, score update, Oilers 3, Dallas 1, 2 minutes left. Yeah,
that's
go
it.
Oilers.
That's all she wrote.
Alpha will be a happy camper. Logan C, a lot of Russian population jumped in. Not as much as Phuket.
No, you go to Phuket, it's 1,000 times worse. And I don't have a problem with the Russian people. No. I find them friendly. Tony, he's always in the pool doing workouts in the pool. He's got his flotation weights there. And he speaks to everybody. He's made a lot of Russian friends. He said they're just like us. If you take politics out, they're very friendly people.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are younger families. I haven't really I've met any Russian retirees here. Most of them tend to be under 50 and, with a couple of kids. So, yeah, I have no problems with the Russians here.
No,
none whatsoever. No.
Alchemist, I've seen a Thai fire massage I would like to try. Haven't heard of that one. Watched the video on it from Chiang Mai. It looks interesting. I have not seen that here.
No, I haven't either.
Heard of that here.
Ouch. That's all I can say.
Scotty S. Most massages I ever got was 30 in November 2016. Wow, he tracks everything. I had 5 days with no massages and 5 days with 2 massages. Now that's what I call living.
There you go.
Richard Woolley, thanks, guys.
You're very welcome, Richard, and thank you for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. We got about 6 minutes left, and we have to wrap this up, folks.
LV says, so I'm a weekly golfer. Do you have a group of guys that do anything with golfing out there? Absolutely.
Yes, we do. We have quite a group of guys that do it. And also, if you go to Kiwi and Wombat Bar on Beach Road in Jomtien, the owner there is a very nice guy. And they have regular club meets. And they have their own golfing team. And anybody's welcome to join.
Lots of groups, and you'll meet a bunch of guys, similar interests.
And then we have lots of subscribers out here that do golf. Leo, he's big into golf. He used to manage a golf club in Florida. So he's very good, and he teaches people how to play golf too.
Leo.
Yeah. You're welcome to go join him. He's on the Facebook group.
Alf says, game over. 4-1 Oilers. Thanks, boys. Have a great day.
You too, Romeo.
Logan, you boys renting or bought a condo? Renting? I won't buy
Renting for
here.
now. Planning on buying in the future, but it's going to be a pool villa for me.
Yeah. Not me. I don't think I'll ever buy here unless Bitcoin goes ballistic.
And then you will.
Yeah, money
So
to burn.
I would say yes, it's going to
The
happen.
reason is it's so cheap to rent, guys. You
Yeah.
know, for what you get. LV says, when in Phuket, I had no problems with Russians. Yes, there are a lot, but no issues. Oh, that's
No,
good
they
to
sort
know.
of stick to themselves. I haven't met any Russians out here to cause problems.
No.
You know, some people will say the Russians are a little arrogant. Well, that's the way that they grew up in their society. Germans are the same. You know, people say Americans have a loud mouth. That's true too. People say British are snobs. Well, yeah, you look at it from outside. So everybody's got their own stereotypical view of everybody from different countries. But the majority of the Russians I've met have been very friendly. Smile. They can't speak English, but they'll smile and they know the word hello. Yeah.
People say Canadians are quite happy people, friendly,
Yeah.
and say "hey" a lot.
Hey, that's how you know a Canadian.
Mike Cuffin, hey Coop, have you heard of anyone buying 2 studios and converting into 1 unit?
Yes, quite a lot actually. A lot of people have done that in the View Tale buildings because when you buy it, Mike, it's a shell. And so what happened to Washington, which I'll be making a video of shortly, he is renting a 1-bedroom in Pradamak Hill that was 3 studios converted into 1 bedroom.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's very,
Big.
very big.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to go over and film it and see how it looks.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
With an update.
Alchemist, thank you, sirs, as always, for your live stream.
And thank you, Alchemist, for always coming on and joining us. Much appreciated.
Live and learn with Mike. Thanks again for the live stream, guys.
You're very welcome. Last comment goes
Tommy
to
Lee, the Tominator. Good morning, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Happy to see you guys doing well. Yes, we are, Tommy.
And we are. And thank you all so much for coming on and joining us. 101 people online. Let's just do an update quickly and see whether we hit the magic 100 thumbs up. We like to check that every live stream. 109. Look at that.
Oh,
thank you, guys.
Oh, that's good. Thank
you.
you.
So appreciated for my wife. That'll make her happy for all the hard work she puts into the channel.
Martin says, why do you never talk about the Scandinavians?
Why? I don't have any issue with them.
Herman, he's from Denmark.
We got a few people from Denmark here.
Norway.
Yeah.
Ollie,
Finland. Well, yeah, we got them all. And they're great people. I go regularly to the Tulip restaurant on Jomtien Beach Road, which is a Dutch restaurant. And a lot of Scandinavian people go in there too. And I talk to them and they're very friendly. I like the Scandinavian people.
I'm sure there's a lot of Scandinavians here. It's just we seem to, well, not focus, but there are a lot of Americans, a lot of British, a lot of Aussies, a lot of Canadians, occasionally a Scandinavian.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just law of numbers, I guess. Johnny Poulos from Australia. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Thank you, Johnny.
You too, Johnny.
Soon. Scotty Jean from New Zealand. Good show. Well done.
Thank you, Scotty.
LV, 100 plus. Thank you.
Yes, we did. 109. Thank you, guys.
Roger the Dodger. Thanks for the entertaining evening.
And you're very welcome.
Here come the Raptors. How often does the shuttle bus run?
Every 2 hours from Dusit Grand Park 1 and Dusit Grand Park 2. We have shuttle buses. They're free. They go to Jomtien Beach Road and also out to Tesco, Lotus, and Macro, which is equivalent to Costco in the West. So every 2 hours, 5 times a day.
Ernie Jones didn't want to get a vehicle or a scooter, so he says that was one of the deciding factors was the
free shuttle bus.
Yeah, not every condo, guys, has a
very few actually have it.
Yeah,
and so it's a blessing that ours does.
Yep.
And we've been on it a few times.
I've been on it a couple times. Jackie,
me too.
Obviously more regularly than me. She'll use it quite often, but
yeah, Darlene's been on it too. Yeah, it's very easy.
Works
and
good.
The driver will tell you, will drop you off at the area that they have designated stops. And he'll say to you, right, I'll be back here in 2 hours.
Yep.
And you just meet the driver back there in 2 hours and you go back to the condo if you want to do some grocery shopping.
And so, that's all she wrote.
That is, we're at 1 hour, 59 minutes, 44 seconds. So thank you all to coming on and joining Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream, where we like to talk about Thailand and retirement and bring you up to date on all the news that's happening in Thailand. Whether it's good news, bad news, we're going to put it out on the channel. And we only tell you the facts, folks. We're not going to spin it. We don't do clickbait, never have, never will. And as things come out, we put them out on the channel. We don't wait. We put them straight out. So the good news is that it's come out in the last month. The 99-year lease is getting a vote on in the government. So that's looking very positive. A lot of support for that. The 10-year tourist visa, they're seriously looking into that. And the no tax on retirees is going to be given the royal assent in the next couple of weeks. Next month, it should be out. And we will do a special live stream, and I'll have it for you translated in English on the stream so you guys can read it for yourselves. We'll read that out live on air when that happens. So thank you all for coming on and joining us. Until next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all. Stay tuned.
Yep.